giving the recording myself talking and my face a go at the same time. And that didn't work for me at all last time. It was a nightmare to edit, but I'm trying something new this time, a different program, which is called OBS. So a couple of things have happened in the last fortnight that I've been giving a range of things a go. I did try Twitch. Somebody suggested I do some streaming for Twitch. And I know this is about how to get monetized on YouTube. But I did discover with the Twitch stream, because I figured I could potentially overlap the videos I'm making and give people real-time access to how I'm making gold. But I did find with the Twitch streaming that my computer, which is one of the newer ones, and it's really up to date in terms of what it's supposed to be able to do, because I use it a lot for Photoshop and things like that. So it is supposed to be able to run quite complex memory hogging things. But when I run OBS, it's fine. But when I run OBS with WoW, it just can't do it. The whole thing crashes. So I think what I need to do there is potentially have a second laptop that runs OBS and records the first laptop playing WoW. So Twitch was a bit of a crash and burn thing there. I'll definitely give it a go in the future once I acquire a second laptop. It's not a thing I just have. I mean, some people might, but it's just not occurred to me to have more than one. I can only use one at a time until recently with the Twitch thing. So that's what's going on there. And I'm happy to talk more about that if anybody has any questions. The struggle there was like a day-long struggle to try and make it work, and it kept dropping out and cutting out. I did get a lot of interest from my subscribers and my followers that it was something they wanted. So I will revisit in the future when I can afford that laptop. So what we're going to look at today is just some of the things that have changed. And you can see here we've had quite substantial growth over the last 2 weeks. Not as insane as that peak we were seeing initially. I did get a video that did very, very well, but it seems to have held fairly steady in that time frame, and we're very close to 1,000 subscribers. I know we still have a way to go, but it's within reach. It's no longer that insurmountable mountain. The other thing that happened is we finally reached the ability to do memberships. Well, almost. So we've got 3,033 hours of watch time, which is an insane amount. It's really awesome. I didn't expect it to happen this quickly. So thank you to everyone who's been watching my videos. But the YouTube overlords will not allow me to make memberships until it is verified. Apparently it can take a week to do the verification, and then it's probably going to take another week or so, I imagine. I've never done this before, to actually do the application and approval process for memberships. And it hadn't occurred to me, somebody suggested I should do memberships, and I've never done that before. If you can hear that, that's my child pretending to be a dinosaur outside. I've never made memberships before. I've never made a YouTube channel before. So as like a small gaming channel, he's really gone for it, isn't he? It's always when you try to record things, it's always like, they're even outside, and I thought I would have a good window here. So I've never made, sorry about that, I've never made a YouTube channel, and I've never done memberships before. What would you suggest I do here? As a viewer, as somebody who's watching my content, what kinds of things would you want from a membership channel if that was a thing you decided to do? That's my other child being excited about being chased by a dinosaur. What would you do? Like, what kinds of things would you want? Because it does seem like a good way that I could potentially afford that second laptop to do that streaming with. Because as I understand it, memberships are things people pay for access for things like early content or exclusive content. But as a viewer, what is something you would want? Or if you have a gaming channel and it's working pretty well for you and you're doing memberships, what is working well for you? Because I'm just really lost here, and any help would be appreciated. So I'm getting loads of feedback. You can see that I had a troll, and my subscribers kind of helped me out there. My viewers kind of helped me there, and kind of went to bat for me, which was really good. Not this particular one, that was a different one in the past, but there was one earlier who said my videos were boring, which is fair. Like, people are allowed to have their own opinion, but they were not being very friendly about it. And, you know, it is just their opinion. Doesn't mean everybody shares that, but they seem to be rather single-minded in their approach for it. And I did get a bunch of people who supported me in that chat, in that comment line. So thank you to everyone who kind of stood up for me there. That was really nice. So as you can see, I'm still getting lots of comments and things, and I think that's really helping with my videos. He's gonna roar the whole way through, I'm sorry. There's just not another way I can do these videos. This is the time I have. So I'm getting loads of these feedbacks and comments and things from my viewers, which is super helpful, lots of them. And I'm trying to reply to everybody who's saying something conversationally or friendly. I don't engage with anybody who's being nasty. I just let that go. And if it's hate, I just remove the comment. I have had a couple of hate comments in regards to my marriage, which is, I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion, but my life doesn't affect yours, so just leave it alone, as a thing. And thank you to everyone who's kind of put those people back in their box there. So I do remove the hate comments, but anything that's just negative, I do leave it. People are entitled to their opinions. But in most posts, here's that troll from before. In most cases, it's been really friendly, and people have. It's just, oh my goodness. It will be impossible to edit this out. At least you guys are getting a look at what I'm living with 2 3-year-olds. So, wow. So I'm finding that responding to these comments are helping the channel. It's helping those videos get pushed further within the algorithm, which is very helpful. So I think it's worthwhile doing if you're starting a channel. Definitely make an attempt to reply to everyone who's making a comment. Sorry, the roaring is really throwing me off there. Try to reply to everyone who's made a comment, who's taken the time to not only watch your content, but to say something about it that's either meaningful or positive. And definitely engage with those people. It really helps the algorithm. These videos are like an hour old, and they are mount collection videos, which is the less exciting videos. You can see here I do really well with the gold farm videos. And I really enjoy gold farming, but we're getting close to the end of the season, and it's getting a lot harder to do gold farming that's diversified. So the videos, I've been told by that one troll, is getting very boring and repetitive. So I'm not sure what to do here to keep going forward, because I want the content to be helpful. I know everybody wants it to be entertaining as well, which is why people come to YouTube. And I am trying to do that, but it is getting harder to make it entertaining at the same way, whereas my primary goal is to help people afford their subscriptions. So that's what I'm trying to do there. And just let me know if you're somebody who watches that other content, what you feel there, whether or not I should keep going with showing you what the daily routines I'm doing to make gold really are. I don't want to be one of those people that's like, this item will make you 10,000 gold or 100,000 gold, but I won't show you it actually making me that gold. So let me know what you think there if you're somebody that's doing that. But I am finding that those videos are doing really well. This is the video here that the troll commented on, and it was the first comment, and I was like, oh no. But the replying process really fed the algorithm, I think, and it's done very well. I got a lot of support from people who were telling me that they did like the content. You can see I got that one dislike there from the troll. So that was the very first engagement I got there, and it still didn't really hurt the reach I received, and that's from the support of my community. And I think that's because I've been building those relationships by responding to the comments. So I think that's a really big thing in terms of reaching monetization and getting those further views with the algorithm, really taking the time to reply in a meaningful way to everyone's comments. Don't just say thank you. Definitely say thank you, but engage with them, answer their questions, have a conversation, and that type of back and forth really helps you get to make some friends. I didn't start this out with the intention to make friends. I was actually surprised as a result, but I have actually made friends on WoW doing this. So that's been a nice side effect, but I know not everybody's necessarily in the gaming niche. Not everybody can connect with people internationally the way you can through a game like this. But it is a good way to boost the algorithm while getting that sense of communication from your viewers. So that's really it. I can show you some of the analytics. I don't use this too much. I've said it many times. I don't really understand what's going on here. So this is the last 28 days, and what I look at is watch hours. I'm interested to see what my content is doing. Like if something's getting 6,000 views, for example, right here, I would be concerned if it had 6,000 views but only like 80 hours, because that would be an indication to me people aren't engaging with the video. So this first video here, this top one, the 6,000 hours, 6,000 views, has almost 800 hours, which is, it's one of my compilations. It's a longer video, and I make smaller videos throughout the week for anybody who has the time to watch those, about how I'm making gold and new things I've uncovered. And then for the weekend, I put them together as a compilation for people who want to watch it all at once instead of digging through my content to find the new things. And I think that's working really well. The overlap there, in terms of people who watch the singles and people who watch the longer ones, there's not too much friction. They don't seem to, there is some overlap, but those people are happy to watch both. But there's not too much friction there in terms of people complaining about repeat content, except for that one troll. So I think people are liking having access to both, getting to choose whether they want it in the smaller chunks or the longer chunk. Some people might be watching the longer chunk before they go and play the game for the weekend. If you're a casual gamer, most people work during the week, and then you've only got some time on the weekend or in the evenings to do things. So having it in one block could be helpful. So I found that that's a good way to use my content more than once, the videos I'm creating, because they do take so long to make. I really underestimated how long it would take to make these videos, but they take so long to make, and being able to use that content a second time to reach more viewers, to help more viewers, is really, really beneficial. So I think it's definitely worth a go there. If we look at, so this is, like I said, my compilation. If we look at the last 7 days, and I've said it a couple of times, when it says the last 7 days, it means 2 days ago. I'm in Australia, it's the 25th today, and this is updated to the 23rd. So there's 2 days missing. So you can see here in that last week, I had 500 watch hours, which is down a little bit from that big spike I got, but I think it's still way up from where I was. I think what happens is you get a big spike, and I think it could be natural. Like I said, I've not done this before, but this is just what my thoughts are. You get this big spike with lots of interest, and then as you come down, you find a new level, a higher baseline than what you had previously before the spike. So I think with every spike I get, it'll definitely go up some more. I've picked up 74 subscribers this week, which is a really good indication that it won't take me too much longer. I think I need like 150 more or something like that. I already forgot what the subscriber number is currently. I need some more to get to the 1,000 subscribers, and then I need some more watch time. So I do think that they won't be too far behind one another. I think the subscribers and the watch time will be pretty close. I think within a fortnight at most apart from reaching the monetization, and then apparently another week for the YouTube overlords to verify that I did receive those hours in them approved way, I guess. So maybe there are people cheating the system, and that's why they have such a rigorous checking system. I don't know. Those are my thoughts there. So this is mostly what I look at. I do like to also look at the watch time as a percentage. I do find it sometimes on my phone app, it gives me view duration, but when it says it's watched for 5 minutes and that's up from my other videos, sometimes my videos are only 8 minutes long. So 5 minutes is huge, whereas 5 minutes on one of my hour-long videos would be concerning. So I wish there was a way to change the setting on the YouTube thing on my phone, the analytics on my phone to show me the percentage, but I'm finding that that's helpful in terms of seeing the engagement. Like I have some people who are obviously watching every video all the way through, and I'm finding the more subscribers I'm getting, the higher that the view time is as a percentage, the more people are watching a lot longer of the video. And I think that's because I've got a bunch of people who have already found me and are interested in my content. So I'm not having to work so hard to convince people to give what I'm showing them a go. So I think that's what it is. Those people are watching all of the video or a lot of it, and then it's brought down by the newer viewers as the algorithm tries to find new viewers for me. So I look at that average percentage viewed and go from there. So sometimes I get videos that flop. And that is mostly the mount videos. They don't always do so well, but I do think that there's the potential there for it to be like an evergreen content. So the mount videos are something people can come back to 4 years from now and see how to get the mount, as long as the mount isn't removed from the game, I guess, and come back and see how to do the mount. Whereas the gold making videos I'm doing are not going to really hold much relevance in that kind of time frame. So I am aware of that, and in terms of being able to manage those spikes, I need content that's going to bring in viewers on its own without it having to be new and exciting every time. So I think a mixture of both is a good way to go, and my viewers seem to be tolerating it well. Some of them are obviously here for the gold guides, which is fine. I think that's totally fine, but they're not upset that I'm posting the mount videos as well. It's just not for them. They're just not engaging with it, and I think that's a really open-minded way to do it. My viewers are okay with it, so I'm going to keep doing that moving forward. Sometimes there's overlap. Sometimes my mount videos also work as gold videos. Like sometimes you can sell a mount, or sometimes while you're getting a mount, you collect a lot of something that can be sold for a lot of gold. So it's just worth exploring a lot of options, I think, if you're doing this as a YouTube channel. So I think that's really it. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys about my microphone. This is the box. I got this, and should probably stay closer to the microphone. It's a Hyper Solo Cast, and it's really neat. So here it is. Hopefully that's not making a tremendous amount of noise for you guys. We'll find out in the editing. Hopefully it's not. And it's really, putting it back down carefully so it doesn't make a big boom. It's really good. I'm finding it's easy. It was just plug in and go. It doesn't have 150 billion settings that I don't understand. And it's got a simple on and off button. So I'm finding it's really easy to use. The hardest part sometimes is forgetting that I've turned it off and then doing some recording and realizing I have to redo it because it wasn't on. But that's a me problem, not, I was just checking to see it was on. That's a me problem, not the universe problem. I'm sure most people check their equipment is on before they do a thing. But the microphone is working really well. It's super easy, and I think it cost me like $100 Australian dollars. I just bought it from an online store, and it's been really good. I've had a lot of positive feedback about the microphone being good in terms of improving the sound, and I've started to use it. I know this is a tangent, but I've started to use it to create audiobooks. A couple of my viewers suggested I should do something else with my voice. Some people have said that my talking is really relaxing, which is not a thing. I anticipated starting this. But I decided to record my own audiobooks. I write my own books, so I figured why not record them. And I am getting a YouTube channel ready where I release those. So thank you to all of those people who gave me that feedback, because without you, I wouldn't have done that. And it's just another way to increase the income I'm earning in a diversified way. Because not everything is stable. Sometimes things peak, sometimes things fluctuate. Sometimes, the YouTube or Amazon overlords demonetize you. So it's good to have like a lot of options available. So thank you to those people. That's all for this video. I don't really have much else to say. Every time I do these videos, I'm surprised by how much I have to say. But that's it for today. And as always, remember, girls don't play WoW.